let's be honest, Toronto FC not spending what they were in the past. The Jozy Altidore situation is not good for the team. Not just do you not have your best player, one of your best players available to you on the field. Clearly, it's something boiling over into that dressing room. I think this is a problem with Toronto FC when you look at moving forward. They got to nail the next coaching hire. And if they don't, I don't think this is Chris Armas. I think there's a deeper rot going with Toronto FC that Chris Armas, at the end of the day, is on the hook for. My question spinning out of this, though, is what does it mean for Jozy Altidore? We'd pretty much, with Armas in charge, written him off as a Toronto FC player. Do you think this changes that?
Absolutely. Of course it changes it. One of the reasons, not the only reason, that Jozy Altidore has been on the outs of Toronto was that fallout, that public display with Chris Armas. And you mentioned a deeper rot. Well, yes, because Greg Vanney and this, what is a lot of a crew for Toronto, Bill Manning, the president, and what is Ali Curtis, the GM, have constructed a roster to play a certain way, a certain style. And what do? You bring in Chris Armas, who plays the exact opposite of that style, a much more high press, up the field, high tempo type of game, not possession-based. And then Jozy Altidore, who's your DP and a club legend, a man responsible for scoring the goal that gives you your only title in Major League Soccer. You ostracize this player. Now, this obviously opens the door for Jozy Altidore to come back. He's a player that when he's firing all cylinders, when he's healthy, can contribute massively. But you mentioned that this Toronto's team doesn't spend like they used to. No team has spent like Toronto has ever in Major League Soccer. When you look at what they did to bring Michael Bradley and Jozy Altidore in, the other players like Defoe in, big-time players, the program, Greg Vanney, everything, Jovinko, the way they try to revamp what is Major League Soccer and their system towards it, they haven't spent that much, but because no team spent that much. But if you look at Pozuelo, Soltero, they've been quietly, and I shouldn't say quietly, they've been actively trying to put in better pieces, smarter pieces to this equation. It's just not a good roster right now. And a lot of that could be injury. A lot of that could be direction, but they're not a good team right now.
So there's a lot of pressure. We know Toronto's a very serious town. You're telling me it's not a very good roster. Then I'm guessing this Toronto FC job is not a very attractive job.
Of course
That's what it sounds like you're telling me.
No, it's very attractive because they spend, because MLSE spends money, because Toronto is a great fan base. Toronto is a great sports city. Toronto is a city that's gotten behind Toronto FC before. But this team today doesn't remind me of the Toronto FC of old, the Greg Vanney, Sebastian Jovinko, Michael Bradley, Jozy Altidore, Marky Delgado, Jonathan Osorio teams that got far in the CONCACAF Champions League, that won MLS Cup, that got back to MLS Cup. You know, this reminds me of the Aaron Vinter TFC teams. Those teams that were just depressing to watch. The team that you just knew was going to somehow embarrass the city no matter how hard they try. This is what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I don't know that we're not heading back to that. That's why I say if I was the next guy in charge, I might pass.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.